Have you ever scrolled through social media and thought, wow, everyone seems to have more money than me? It feels like you're constantly behind, doesn't it? All those luxury cars, designer clothes, exotic vacations. It's easy to feel like you're stuck in the slow lane while everyone else is speeding ahead, but here's the truth. You're not behind. You're just seeing the illusion of wealth. What most people mistake for wealth is often just flashy spending disguised as success. It's people financing a lifestyle they can't truly afford, just to impress people they probably don't even like. But real wealth is quiet. It's about building a solid foundation, making smart choices, and understanding that true security comes from what you keep, not what you show off. And that's what we're going to dive into today. Stick around and you'll learn the real difference between looking rich and being rich. Let's talk about appearances. They can be deceiving, especially when it comes to wealth. You know that old saying, don't judge a book by its cover? It's more relevant today than ever. Well, the same goes for wealth. What you see isn't always what you get, because the truth is, a lot of people who look rich aren't. They might be living a facade. And a lot of people who are rich, they don't feel the need to look it. They understand the value of understated elegance. Think about it. Have you ever known someone who's always driving a new car, wearing designer clothes, going on expensive trips, but then you find out they're drowning in credit card debt? Their lifestyle is a house of cards. They might look rich on the surface, but their financial foundation is built on sand. It's a precarious situation. Now let's flip the script. Let's look at the other side of the coin. Think about some of the wealthiest people you know, or even some of the most successful entrepreneurs and investors out there. Do they scream, "Look at how rich I am"? Not usually. They prefer to keep a low profile. In fact, they often live surprisingly modest lifestyles. They focus on what truly matters. They drive practical cars, live in comfortable but not extravagant homes, and they're more interested in investing their money than they are in showing it off. Why? Because they understand a fundamental truth. Real wealth isn't about impressing others, it's about something much deeper. It's about building financial security, creating a safety net for yourself and your family, and having the freedom to pursue your passions without constantly worrying about money. The person driving the flashy car might be leasing it, making huge monthly payments they can barely afford just to project an image of success. Meanwhile, the person driving a used Toyota might be investing thousands of dollars every month, building a portfolio of stocks, real estate, or other assets that will generate wealth for years to come. So the next time you find yourself feeling envious of someone's flashy lifestyle, remember, it's easy to buy things that make you look rich. It's a simple transaction. The real challenge and the real reward is in building wealth that lasts. It's about creating a legacy. Let's talk about spending habits. Because the way you spend your money can either make you richer or keep you stuck in the same cycle. It's a subtle but powerful difference that can shape your financial future. And the key difference between how the wealthy approach spending and how everyone else does? It's not just about having more money. It all comes down to value. The wealthy have a different mindset when it comes to spending. See, most people focus on cost. They look at the price tag and make decisions based on what they can afford at that moment. They ask themselves, can I afford this? And if the answer is yes, even if it's a bit of a stretch, they buy it. It's a short-term approach. This often leads to living paycheck to paycheck. But the wealthy, they focus on value. They think long-term and consider the bigger picture. They ask themselves, is this worth my money? They evaluate the potential return on investment. They understand that every dollar they spend is a dollar that could be invested, a dollar that could be growing and working for them. This mindset helps them build wealth over time. So they're very intentional about where their money goes. They make deliberate choices that align with their financial goals. They're not afraid to spend on things that are important to them, but they're not going to waste money on things that don't add real value to their lives. They prioritize their spending. Think about it this way. Would you rather buy a $10,000 watch that loses value the second you walk out of the store? Or would you rather invest that $10,000 in a diversified portfolio that has the potential to double or even triple in value over time? The choice is clear. The wealthy understand that the best investment you can make is often in yourself. They see personal growth as a key to financial success. They invest in their education, constantly seeking to improve their knowledge and skills. They invest in their health, knowing that a healthy body and mind are essential for sustained success. They invest in their relationships, understanding that a strong support network is invaluable. They know that these are the things that will pay dividends in the long run. These investments create a foundation for lasting wealth. And here's another key difference. The wealthy are patient. They don't expect overnight success. They understand that building wealth takes time. They are willing to wait and let their investments grow. They're not looking for get-rich-quick schemes. They know that true wealth is built steadily. They're playing the long game. They strategize and plan for the future. They're willing to delay gratification today so they can reap the rewards tomorrow. This discipline sets them apart. So, take a look at your own spending habits. Reflect on your financial decisions. Are you focusing on cost or value? Are you making choices that will benefit you in the long run? Are you investing in yourself and your future? Are you prioritizing your growth and well-being? Are you being patient and playing the long game? Are you willing to wait for your investments to mature? Because the answers to those questions will determine your financial destiny. Your future is shaped by the choices you make today. The social media illusion. Why you should never compare your bank account to someone else's Instagram feed. Let's be honest, social media can be a highlight reel of the best, most glamorous moments of people's lives. It's a curated collection of snapshots that often only show the good times, the successes, and the highlights. And it's easy to fall into the trap of comparing ourselves to what we see online. We start to measure our own worth against these carefully selected moments. We see the fancy vacations, the expensive cars, the designer clothes, and the seemingly perfect lives, and we start to feel inadequate. We begin to question our own choices and achievements. We think, why don't I have that? Why am I not living that kind of life? What am I doing wrong? These questions can haunt us and make us feel like we're falling behind. But here's the thing. What you see on social media is rarely the whole picture. That luxury vacation, it might have been financed by credit card debt. That new car, it might be leased and the owner might be struggling to make the payments. That perfect life, it's probably edited, filtered, and carefully curated to present an image of success that might not reflect reality. The truth is, most people don't post about their financial struggles on social media. Also, they don't post pictures of their credit card statements or their student loan debt, and they don't talk about the sacrifices they're making to maintain a certain lifestyle. The late nights, the extra jobs, the stress. So the next time you find yourself scrolling through social media and feeling envious of someone else's seemingly perfect life, remember, you're only seeing a tiny sliver of their reality. Believe me, you're comparing your behind the scenes to their highlight reel, and that's a comparison you're always going to lose. Instead of comparing yourself to others, focus on your own journey. Celebrate your own successes, no matter how small they might seem. And remember that true wealth isn't about impressing others. It's about having financial security, peace of mind, and the freedom to live life on your own terms. This is truly how we need to celebrate our lives. Let us all improve our quality of living. So, log off of social media for a bit. Go for a walk, spend time with loved ones, and focus on building a life that's rich in experiences, relationships, and personal fulfillment. Why? Because those are the things that truly matter. Stop feeling behind. 3 steps to start building real wealth today. So, how do you stop feeling behind and start building real wealth? It's not about winning the lottery or striking it rich overnight. It's about making smart choices consistently day after day. It's about building a solid financial foundation that will support you for years to come. And the good news is, anyone can do it. It all starts with these 3 steps. Step 1, cut the clutter. Take a hard look at your spending habits. Are you spending money on things you don't need, things that don't bring you joy, things that are just cluttering up your life? If so, it's time to cut the clutter. Identify your needs versus your wants. Create a budget and stick to it. And start directing your money towards things that truly matter. Step 2, invest in yourself. The best investment you can make is in yourself. Invest in your education, whether it's formal education or learning new skills. Invest in your health. Eat well, exercise, and get enough sleep. Invest in your relationships. Nurture your connections with family and friends. These are the things that will pay off in the long run. Step 3, ignore the noise. Stop comparing yourself to others. Stop trying to keep up with the Joneses. Their journey is not your journey. Focus on your own goals, your own values, and your own definition of success. Tune out the noise of social media and the pressure to conform. And remember, slow and steady wins the race. Building wealth is a marathon, not a sprint. It takes time, discipline, and patience, but the rewards are well worth it. So start today. Make small changes, stay consistent, and watch your wealth grow. Build wealth quietly. You're not behind, you're just playing the long game, and that's the smartest move you can make. Real wealth isn't flashy, it's freedom. It's about having options, security, and the ability to live life on your own terms. It's about spending time with the people you love, pursuing your passions, and making a difference in the world. So forget about trying to impress others. Forget about the need to keep up with the Joneses. Focus on building a life that's rich in the things that truly matter. Focus on building wealth quietly. Remember, the greatest wealth is not measured in dollars and cents, but in the richness of your experiences, the strength of your relationships, and the impact you make on the world. Go out there and build a life you're proud of.